So make sure you're started on this side. Okay. So let's start with the first one. The first thing I need to do is put a 0, and then I need to focus on the number. The number is -3. Then I need to decide, is it an open circle or a closed circle? Open circle is greater than or less than. Closed circle is greater than or equal to or less than or equal to. This is greater than, open circle on the number. Now it says x is greater than -3. So here we go. I'm just going to zoom that out a little bit so you can see it. So is greater than, is greater. Everything greater is bigger. All the big numbers are to the right, so you shade on here and you show that it goes forever. Let's go to the next one. 0, 5 is on the right, because when you have your number line, all the positive numbers are on the right and all the negative numbers are on the left. So that's positive to the right. Then we have to decide, is it open circle or closed circle? Boom, open circle. And this one is x is less than. Less than means smaller. So everything smaller is to the right. So here everything is big. Here everything is small. Okay? Let's go to the next one. 0, 7. Open circle or closed circle? Boom, closed circle. X is greater than or equal to. So that means everything to the right, because everything bigger is to the right. 0, 2, closed circle. X is less than. Let me show that. X is less than or equal to for this one. So all the small numbers are to the left from the dot. Excuse me. Sorry about that. And then show that it goes forever. Now, this next one's a little bit different, so I'm going to highlight it. If you look at all these other ones, the x is on the left, 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 but here the x is on the right, which means instead of being it forwards, it's backwards. So now I need to switch everything so that x is on the left, x is on the left, x is on the left. 0, 4, open circle, bigger, forever. Okay? This one, since I have 2, I have to decide if it's an and or an or. They're literally touching. Since it's touching, it's an and. I'm going to be shading in the middle of those two numbers. So 0, 5, -3. Boom, open circle, boom, open circle. Shade in the middle. So just in the middle, all of that, in the middle, and. Because this is an and. This is also an and. Okay? Same thing, I shade in the middle. 6 is on the right and 9 is on the right. Open circle, closed circle, and means in the middle. Okay? This next one is absolute value. Absolute value, absolute value means that we're going to have a positive answer and a negative answer. So 0, a +4, a -4, and it literally equals. So that's it. Just equals. So let me say again, because that is equals, all you do is a closed circle, you're done. Same thing here. This is absolute value. 0, 8, -8, equals, because of the equals. This next one is an or. So if you look here, there's this or that. It literally says the word or. So 0, 5, -2. Open circle, closed circle. Or means away from each other. You're either this or this. Away, don't touch. This or this. Okay, now let's solve them. We solve them as if we normally would. First thing we do is add. 6x is less than 18. Divide by 6. X is less than 3. Just solve it. This is a stay or a move. Stay, move, and move. By 2x is greater than or equal to 18. Divide by 2. X is greater than or equal to 9. Draw the line. subtract 8, subtract 8. Negative 1x is greater than or equal to negative 5. Divide by negative 1, divide by negative 1. This is a special one. This is the one where any time you divide by a negative, I'm going to put a star next to that one, your inequality switches direction. So instead of it being greater than, it's less than, and a negative over negative, positive. So anytime you multiply or divide by a negative. All right, let's go to the other side. In each of these, you have to write an inequality, x, x, x. Remember, when it goes to the left, it's less than. When it goes to the right, it's greater than. So this is going to the left, less than. And if it's like this, it's less than, greater than. If it's closed circle, it's less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. So this is colored in, equal to. And what number is that? 1. Done. This is going to the left. Left is less. Open circle, stay. The number is 2. This one is going to the right. Everything to the right is greater. It's closed circle, boom, the line, and that number is 6. Now let's go to more complex ones. Draw the line. Multiply, multiply. 8x plus 2x plus 6, 12. 11x minus 7. These are same. Put them together. And now it's a stay, a move, a move. 10 minus 11, negative 1x. Negative 7 and negative 12 is negative 19. Divide by negative 1. Here we go again. We're dividing. Anytime we multiply or divide by a negative, my inequality switches. That's a 19, by the way. Okay, let's do the next one. Plus 4, 1/2 x is less than 7. Because this is being divided by, I multiply. X is less than 14. Okay, it doesn't mean you're switching. You only switch when you divide by a negative. Last one. Multiply, multiply. Now, normally this is a stay, but if I move this guy over here, then there's nothing left. So minus 32x. Negative 72 is greater than or equal to negative 2x. Divide by negative 2. Anytime you multiply or divide by a negative, your inequality switches. This divided by this in your calculator is this. Now I've got one problem. The problem is here, the x is on the left. Here, the x is on the left. 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 But here, the x is on the left, on the right. So it's backwards. I need to make it forwards. Okay. This is your homework. If you finished it in class, have the sub stamp it. Otherwise, I'll check it tomorrow.